It's Week 8 of the NFL, and we'll see Bijan Robinson. He was stellar a week ago, piling up the yards and finding pay dirt twice. It's the Ravens and the Chiefs, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Jones looking to throw right away. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Micah Parsons. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing Jones. They shakes him off, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Micah Parsons. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And I like his honesty, because when we sat down with him, I mean, he was the first one to say, that was on me last week, a really poor performance. Way too many interceptions, didn't find the end zone throwing the ball, put his defense and his special teams in some real jeopardy, but somehow they won the game. Yeah, and what I loved about it when he told us about the defense kind of corralled him in the locker room and said, all right, my man, we're not going to do that again this week, are we? Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a 3rd and 6. And Richardson back to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. You talk about this Chiefs defense. And they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kenny Nwangwu, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness. Trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Bateman. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now, this defense for the Ravens, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hardly throw the ball downfield. And all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He may go. Kareem Hunt. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down and 6 now. They go play action with Richardson. Pass is caught. Pickens on the comeback route. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
Let's go now.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Partners, not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Going with Armstead, a first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3. Second down and a run by Robinson. And caught it up. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. That's complete left side to Bateman. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Able to fight through one tackle. They'll get this down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 38, Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, Jones. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. you can see. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 21. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. That is caught with Sean Bateman. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time a 6-play drive. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Richardson to throw off play action. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Chris Olave, 27 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Mac Jones going to lead his offense back out. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it, and they'll start here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, Jones. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They run the counter with Cook. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. A short throw caught by Andrews. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He's got Cooper Kupp on the slant. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Short throw to Smith. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Here we go. 11.
Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mark Andrews. 40 yards. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Chris Olave heads back to the field as his guys get set for another possession. He's been good so far to this point in the 2nd quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
We'll try to ratchet things up and maybe here in the 2nd quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's good for a Baltimore Ravens.
Play action. Now Richardson. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That is incomplete. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. They'll set up the screen for the Wangu. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down now, but that clock rolling. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Richardson has to get them to the line in a hurry now. Richardson looking to throw on second down. Completes this one to Pickens. 7 yards there and a first down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Richardson to the air on first down. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On second down, here's Nwangu. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Okay, break.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on second down. Escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Olave. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Hurt. 18, tied in.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding. Offense.
So they're going to decline that and choose to bring up second down.
So did you feel like maybe this is just a mistake that they don't take the penalty here?
Possibly.
Either that or they feel like their defense just cannot be moved on very well, and they'd rather go and use the downs.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Justin Fields leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Drake London, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. 2 touchdowns there for Dameon Pierce. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together, come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. Throw left side to Kincaid. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target. And that's how he'll shred a defense.
So they cite the right guard this time with a...
So many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Richardson. And that will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, but their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now third down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Warriors, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
On third down, here's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16.
That's good for another Baltimore Ravens.
65, 65.
At the 16-yard line.
Richardson. Left side, he's got Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Here's second and 1 now from the 7.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Robinson up the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Robinson is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Definitely not how you want to start things on first down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown or bust.
And he's got it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Bijan Robinson from 3 yards out. And the Ravens have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Yeah, that's a nice play design right there. He's going to fake the give, then roll out. And he lets his back leak out toward the pylon. And how about the throw? Right where he needed it to be for him to catch it in stride, he's able to take it into the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now a pause. There's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing, Jones. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Jones throw complete there to Bateman. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. They run it again with Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Jones. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
Now, I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Option play. Here's Robinson. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
He'll buy some time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Julian Okwara able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The former Minnesota Golden Gopher Rashad Bateman leading this offense back onto the field. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing doing there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there, but bottom line, here in the fourth quarter, tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon, and not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around, punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy, but time's starting to become a factor.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. Sets up the screen to Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2.
Street.
On the give, here's Robinson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 77 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football.
because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Richardson going to change the play here. Now Richardson. Off play action. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. So the Chiefs now down by 2. 1:45 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Jones connecting with Andrews. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Jones completes this to Jefferson. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. To throw is Jones.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Meanwhile, Jones throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. He's across midfield and finally brought down at the 43. Here's 1st down. Now Jones looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. Maybe one quick chance to make a field goal try easier. 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 2nd down, Cook. A strong running. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. This is 1st and 10. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Ready up.
Final 2 seconds. This is it.
Go. Curve 19. Curve 19. Dragon 60.
One last shot for Richardson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Chiefs, the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week.